Okay, I'm rolling.
Everyone else ready?
Rolling.
Have a great show.
See you.
See you in an hour. Hello. Welcome to the show. I'm Devon Moore, and I make music. I am the show. It's just me. And you, at a safe distance. And our show starts with a question. How do you feel about the status quo? Wake up, get up, hurry, go do your makeup. Dress up to pick up. You're doomed, but try to live up. Keep up, just man up. Quit now, you'll never catch up. Do you know if you're owned by the status quo? Don't forget to make your bed and pay your rent and save up all your cents. Work up a sweat just to work off all your debt. When you tally your regrets, there's no rain checks. You call me the devil's advocate. No one said I was heaven sent. Everybody place your bets. Okay, I bet you never get your fish feet wet. I bet you never ever get your fish feet wet. Work late, get paid, go viral, win the rat race. Stay straight, take the bait, work on your nice firm handshake. Say grace, save face, no time for bad hair, sick days. Do you know if you're owned by the status quo? Don't forget to make your bed and pay your rent and save up all your cents. Work up a sweat just to work off all your debt. When you tally your regrets, there's no rain checks. You call me the devil's advocate. No one said I was heaven sent. Everybody place your bets. Okay, I bet you never get your fish feet wet. I bet you never ever get your fish feet wet. The frogs are boiling, don't jump in now, 'cause once you do, it's only sink or drown. So don't forget to make your bed and pay your rent and save up all your cents. Work up a sweat just to work off all your debt. Go on, tally your regrets with no rain checks. You call me the devil's advocate. No one said I was heaven sent. Everybody place your bets. Okay, I bet you never get. I said I bet you never get those fish feet wet. Don't you ever want to get your fish feet wet? Wind up, lights out, dig in and stick your neck out. Chin up, just put out, perfect your sexy pout. Shut up, don't you shout, live with your demon doubt. You know you're owned, and it's the status quo. Thanks for joining me. I wrote that song with my bandmates in Hang Lucy. And I'm going to play mostly original songs for you this evening. But before we go any further, I thought I could start with a performance poem that I wrote about being human in the year 2020. Okay, great. I'm going to build some loops for you now, if that's okay. This loop pedal is gonna live record everything I feed into it. And this is gonna give my guitar a few different voices. And this mic also feeds into the looper. And if you're familiar with my work, you probably already know that my favorite loops to build are the flute loops. Sometimes I get a little carried away on the flute loops. 2020. What a year. What a time to be alive. What a time to be gaining this 2020 hindsight in real time. What an opportunity to write the future that you want to see. Some may stumble, some may fall. Some may rise above it all. Some are humble, some make trouble. Some are noble in their struggle. Some just never hear that call. Ooh, 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 ooh. Some walk slowly on the earth's crust. Mm-hmm. Some fly lonely in the stardust. Some will fold and some will bust. Some mislead and some will trust. Some will love and some will merely lust. We let you go. We set you free. We let you go. Won't you go forward toward harmony? Some would lead and some would follow. Some would lead us all astray. Some believe greed's a disease that leaves us weak. We feel the need to plant the seed of change. 'Cause we all need air and we need water. You bet your mama. We all need love to feel okay. We've got to teach our sons and daughters that we must respect our Mother Earth before she shakes us all awake. Hey. We let you go. We set you free. We let you go. Won't you go forward toward harmony? When our lines are double-crossed and our brains have all been washed, when our angels start to fall and our devils become gods, when our heroes turn out flawed and our leaders, they build walls, when the garden it starts to rot. Uh-oh, when the music, it all stops. When that money's all we've got, I think it's time to move on. We let you go, oh, we let you go. We set you free, we set you free, we let you go home. Won't you go forward toward harmony? Some will hope and some will pray. Some will lie all night awake. Some will say it's all a game, and some will fight it just the same. Some may gain, but in the end, we all pay. Now, I have decided not to worry about the future, but instead wonder about the future, because if 2020 hindsight has taught us anything, it is that massive change is possible and on a much quicker turnaround than you might have thought necessary. Like, look at me right now, broadcasting from the Sagebrush Theater right here in my hometown of Tecumloops, Teishuquetlik, the meeting of the rivers at an angle in the territory of the people of the spread out land. And I say, Cooksjam, thank you to the Secwepemc people for hosting me through my youth and for this show. I mean, who would have thought I'd be playing the nicest venue in my hometown to a virtual sellout or empty house, depending on how you look at it. I have come a long way, that's all I'm saying. I mean, I didn't even know what an artist was growing up. I mean, I wanted to be one, but I didn't really know what the word meant. I didn't have any context because I grew up here in Kamloops. Kamloops has come a long way too, okay? I'm talking about Kamloops before the internet. Yeah, to be fair, by the time I was in high school, we did have dial-up. That's for those of you that remember dial-up. But we never had television at home, or rather, we didn't have cable. And of the 3 free channels that were available, Much Music, shockingly, not one of them. And because of that, I remember exactly where I was, seated on the carpet, watching Much Music in the den at the house of a friend of mine. Kim Tabata's house always had cable. When I first saw someone who really could be considered my contemporary, an artist, on TV. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Yup, it's Britney Bit. There she was. And here I am. We're the same gender, she, her, thank you. I mean, we come from the same background. First world passport, post-colonial settler ticket, white privilege. And with my 2020 hindsight, I am working on that. Brittany and I, we're almost exactly the same age. Oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're out of sight. Is this what it means to be a female musician? Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Oh, no. Now, it's kind of important for the sake of this story that you understand that there is a pretty serious disconnect between me, my lanky, classical music-loving teenager self, and that Catholic schoolgirl outfit. Okay. My loneliness, it's killing me, and I must confess I still believe when you're not with me, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Okay. Even then, no, I do not relate. That is not for me. And that's okay. There's art for everyone. I can still make the music I want to make. And cover songs are like bridges to introduce me to an audience that might not know me, but I'm sure you know that song. And I must confess that my loneliness, it's killing me now. Don't you know I still believe that you will be here and give me a sign. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. And the sign was to just make the music that I want to make. So let's do that. The music that I have been enjoying constructing lately is meant to transport you. Wake up. I try to think in terms of sonic images. Wake up. And this song is set in the darkest hour of the night. In that pitch black nocturnal landscape. What is out there? Crawling about. And what is about to wake up? Maybe it's us, from wheeling and dealing and stealing and cheating and tweeting and driving well drunk. We're seeking and hiding and dining out while whining about selling and buying more junk. Over and over, and sooner or later, forever is never no more. It's a tricky time to tame your monkey mind. You gotta learn to be kind. It's the new punk. darkest night transforms its bleak to bright sunrise, sunrise, sunrise. Awaken light. We're all sitting and waiting and wishing, obeying, pay it later, lay away and more stuff. I'm up here scrimping and saving, underpaid and deflating, while they're riching and faming. That's tough. Over and over, and sooner or later, forever is never no more. Overeating and praying and loving to hate. What a shame that it's never enough. The coldest, darkest night transforms its bleak to bright sunrise, sunrise. Will you awaken the light? Can I awaken the light? We can awaken the light. Sunrise. If the birds of a feather are never together, then who wore it better alone? We gotta measure the weather, count the who, what, whenever, then pretend to forget to stay home. Over and over, and sooner or later, forever is never no more. We spent it debt collecting and clever hedging our betting, but we were letting our blood ties run cold no more. Awaken light. I wrote that song during quarantine this spring. Do you remember that? Quarantine? When we all stuck together by staying apart? You know, it occurs to me that when we look back with our 2021 hindsight, or our 2022 hindsight, I don't think anyone is ever going to really regret, the only thing is that I really wish we hadn't all banded together so well. It's probably a transferable lesson we could take with us, right? Now, here's another quarantune that I wrote in April when I was indeed writing the future, or trying to. And it's about trying to stay connected. You won't believe what I see, Venus. It's so brightly chasing the sun over yonder. Put down the phone and just get on the road. You gotta come over. to catch the last of the sunset on the deck. Absence won't make my heart any fonder. Don't make me beg you when you know what you wanna do. You wanna come over. When will you be over? Maybe in the month of May. May should be okay. Can you wait till May? Okay. I can't wait to show you the garden's been growing, exploding with blossoms and clover. Come have a cup of tea, lay on the grass with me. I would love you to come over. So can't you come over? Maybe in June. June, it's coming soon. Can't you wait till June? Okay. It took a while to find that album on vinyl, arriving by special order. I can't wait to listen, and you won't be missing out if you come right over. So can't you come over? Maybe in July. July should be just fine. Can't you wait for July? Fine. I wouldn't overlook that I borrowed your book, read it from cover to cover. Quick as a flash, I'll deliver it back as soon as I can come over. So can't I come over? Maybe in August. In August, we try. In August, we trust. In August, you trust, you trust, you promised. In August, you promised. August, you promised, you promised. Okay. You'd never guess, but I'm getting my rest, and I bet you don't look a day older. Don't forget when we last met, more or less you said that I should come over. So can't I come over? Maybe in September. Will all be better come September. Till then, remember that you're first on my list of faces to kiss as soon as all of this is finally over. I'm sorry to bug you, but I need a hug, and I just cannot wait till October. Don't make me wait till October. Can I just come over? Thanks for coming over. That's Darren Herting joining me on cello. And he might have a surprise or two up his sleeve yet for the end of the show. I also want to thank Marcus Smith of Bespoke Audio out of Salmon Arm, who's running sound for me in this beautiful venue. Thank you to Western Canada Theatre for allowing me to make use of a space that is otherwise sadly not being used. I also want to give a shout out to Jordan Nicholson, who you can't see, but he's behind the camera, and he's the reason that you can see me. And I need to give a little bit of a shout out to my subscribers. I have a Patreon page where people crowdfund me on a micro monthly basis and get songs and exclusive content in return. So if you want to stay in touch, check me out at devonmoremusic.com. Now, I wasn't actually lonely in quarantine because I got to spend quarantine with the love of my life. Music, I mean. It's true. Music is the love of my life. I get so much joy and comfort and challenge and meaning and purpose out of it, and I hope I can share a little bit of that with you. I do love music. I love it so dearly, in spite of the fact that it's not a thing that you can hold or really control. It won't stay the same. You can't really own it. You can't keep it to yourself. And why would you want to? Music is the sort of thing that the further it spreads, the better it gets. It's like the opposite of a pandemic. Like all the most truly valuable things in your life, music doesn't really translate that well to dollar amounts, does it? I mean, that quality is usually a sure sign that you've found something that really has worth. But like your relationships or your health. And my favorite thing about this lifelong love affair that I'm having with music is that my partner in this relationship is the song. And I can have as many partners as I want. Just keeps getting better. For both of us, you probably would not be having any fun if I only had one song partner to share with you. And if we love the same song, even better. Why not? I fall in love with every song I write. It doesn't always last forever, and that's okay. And sometimes I even fall in love with covers. Every breath you take, every move you make, every step you take, every bond you break, I will be watching you. Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I will be watching you, 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 I will be watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. How my poor heart aches with every step you take away. Oh, don't go. You know, sometimes I wonder if two songs could be in love. Maybe, if they're so compatible. When the night has come and the land is dark and that moon, it's the only light we'll see. I will be watching you, I will be watching you. I won't cry, no, I won't cry, no, I will not shed no tears, just as long as you know. I will be watching you, I will be watching you, I will be watching you. So darling, oh darling, won't you stand by me? Stand by me, stand by me, oh, stand by me. I will be watching you, I will be watching you, I will be watching you, I will be watching you. And can't you see, you belong to me. How my poor heart aches with every step you take away. Oh darling, what if the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall? If the mountains, what if they crumble to the sea? I will be watching you, I will be watching you. So stand by me. I will not shed a tear if you stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me. I will be watching you. every claim you stake, every pulse you take, every bet you place, every rat you race, every track you trace, every back you brace, every heart you break. I am still watching you, I'm watching you, watching every shirt you stain. I'm watching you, I'm watching every word you waste, every claim you stake, every inch you gave. I will be watching you, I will be watching you, I will be watching you, and you can watch me too if you just stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me, oh. Stand by me, oh. I will be watching you, I will be watching you, and you just stand by me. I will not be afraid. Every move you make, every time you make the same mistake, I will be watching you. 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 Darren is back. It's so nice to have other people in the space. I hope everyone is placing great importance on their relationships. If there's one thing we most assuredly have learned, our 2020 hindsight, it is that to be a human on this planet is to play a team sport. And in order to be a strong team player, some of us have more work to do than others. And by some of us, I mean people like me. Maybe you too. Now is the time. Confront your apathy. Inform yourself. Get a clue. And then support, elevate, volunteer, donate, shut up, and listen. Do whatever it is you can do. In order to recognize and utilize and de-weaponize your privilege. Now, when I'm not visiting my hometown, I have the privilege of living and working as a guest on Coast Salish territory. These are the traditional, ancestral, and unceded lands of the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh First Nations and their ancestors since time immemorial. This is Vancouver. So, on a lighter note, in terms of privilege, I have the privilege of paying rent in the city of Vancouver. I wrote a song about it. It starts with a sing-along. It goes like this. Ba ba da 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 da, ba ba da da, ba ba da da da. Try it out. Ba ba da 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 da, ba ba da da, ba ba da da da. Do it again. Ba ba da 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 da, ba ba da da, ba ba da da da. I'll do harmony. You stay there. ba ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba da da da. He said, I've got to run, I've got no dimes for fun, and if the scotch is done, well then it's time to move it. You can come, we'll find ourselves a new home. We'll only have to go as far as the moon. What else can we do? Just fly me to the moon, I guess. Ba ba da 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 ba ba da da ba ba da da da. 'Cause out here on the coast, of course, it costs the most. And so I've lost my hope, but found another job. And I still can't afford my bad taste in landlords. My only due reward is that my nerves, they are shot. And what else have I got? With every waxing, waning moon, the rent is due, and it's taxing and it's draining, makes me blue. What else can I do? Property is theft, and prison, that's my rent check. Hey, ba ba da 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 ba ba da da ba ba da da da. I can't get out of bed, no, I've been left for dead, and my main street head aches so bad. Though on the other hand, I could just change my plans. I hear that prairie sky, it can be pretty grand. Leave or take a stand. Another waxing, waning moon. The rent is due, it's due, it's due, it's always due. And it's taxing and it's draining, makes me blue. What else can I do? Property is theft, and prison is my rent check. Property is theft, yet you still collect those rent checks. Hey, look, I don't have to be some peasant, no, no. I can always leave Mount Pleasant. Yeah, I guess I could just move. Till then I'll ride my bike while you run your red lights. This slice of paradise, it just might leave me in ruins. And sure, it's beautiful, set for the fentanyl. We're dancing with the devil, so why not fly me to the moon? Maybe there I could afford a room. Hey. Ba ba da 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 ba ba da da ba ba da da da. Sing along. Ba ba da 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 ba ba da da ba ba da 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 da da. Property, it's theft, and prison, that's my rent check. Property, is it for shelter or is it just for profit? Property, it's theft and prison, that's my rent check. Property is theft and prison is my rent check. Said property, it's theft and prison, that's my rent check. And this land was not yours to begin with. An ode to unaffordable housing on unceded territory. Now, I have one more morsel of musical food for thought to leave you with, to close our show. And it begins, this song, with a question. Is this enough? 2020, is this enough? Enough of a disruption? Is this enough? This forced breaking of our habits, our patterns of consumption? Is this enough to dismantle our sales assault-centered societal values? Will it be enough? You tell me, to wake everyone up and say, enough really is enough. We need to start this game of Monopoly over again. Rebuild. Write the future with actions that will make us better ancestors to the people who are going to look back from 2040. Or what about the people looking back from 4020? Let's become the paradigm-shifting ancestors for those people. 'Cause fairy tales, they come and go. The Holy Grail moves to and fro. And our enemies, they rarely know the ghost stories told that made them so. So it goes, the record shows, we've all got room to grow. And it's a rocky road, and it's a heavy load, but don't lose faith, take control. Yeah. Don't lose faith, don't lose faith, take control. Your arms, then I know what is true. But darling, we're all falling apart, falling down, and we've been falling through. Can we start anew? Can me and you, can we all just start anew? 'Cause demagogues and warty frogs, we've had to kiss a few, yep. But spit and smoke and smog from its crooked cogs, this old machine will no longer do. Shut up and do your job, just go and walk your dog. You can shout and sob, but what's the use? This dialogue, it's drowning in those fog horns, blaring alternative truths. But you know what to do, right? Don't lose faith, don't lose faith, take control. Darling, when I fall into your arms, then I know what is true. But darling, we're all falling apart, falling down, and we've been falling through. Can we start anew? Buckle up, don't pass the buck. Luck runs out and time is up. Love is tough and life gets rough, but someone's got to give up. Fudge. Just saying, it could be us. Don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. Take control. Darling, when I fall into your arms, then I know what is true. But darling, we're all falling apart. Oh, we've been falling down. We gotta start anew. Oh, darling, when I fall into your arms, then I know what is true. And darling, we've been falling apart. Oh, we've been falling apart, and we keep falling through. Darling, when I fall into your arms, I know my whole truth. And darling, we've been falling apart. Oh, we've been falling down. We gotta start anew, darling. When I fall into your arms, then I know what is true. And darling, we're all falling apart, falling down. See how we are falling through. But darling, when I fall into your arms, then I know my whole truth. And darling, I know that we can start anew. Thank you so much for joining us on the digital stage, and I look forward to seeing you in human form, hopefully sometime soon. And in the meantime, in the words of one of many fantastic female leaders really rising to the occasion, I'll quote Dr. B, Dr. Bonnie Henry, and say, be kind, be calm, be safe. See you later.